Okay, so I'm going to show you how to open a door or put a lock on a door for a certain amount of points. So we're going to carry on with the point system. So I've got the pick up points script here, and I've got a soldier over here which I'm going to be able to kill to gain some points. But firstly we're going to make a new script, and we'll just call this door points for now. Call it anything you like, of course, but just remember the functions need to be the same name. So what we're going to do is we're going to look in our script bank for the door.lua, which is like a default script. I'm going to copy all of that into here because we're not going to want to reinvent the wheel here. We're just going to put in the same thing, but remember we have to change the name here to match what we've called the new file. We're just going to make a new one just so it doesn't get overwritten, basically. And it's a good idea to do the same thing with your soldier script if you're using that as well, so that if you update Game Guru it won't reset this, because it will delete this if you do an update, because this is not part of your official script. So there are a few ways to do it, but we're going to do it. I mean, you can pretty much not worry too much about all of this in here. But yeah, basically this is the bit that checks there's a key. So if I actually put down a door, I can find one. Is there a door here? Okay, there's a fence. A fence will be fine. It's all the same thing. So we're going to call it door points. Okay, so as you can see it's already green, so I don't need to worry about it being static or anything like that. Of course we're going to spawn it at start, yes. And that's it, just change the script over. But if you see this here, it says use key. So if I put a name in here, then it will be locked, and I have to go and find a key with the same name as I've put in here to actually unlock it. So you can do it that way. And we're going to do both. You're going to have this. That's basically what this code here does, is check whether you actually need a key, or if you do need a key, you're going to have to unlock the door first before you can open it, which is this bit down here. But what we're going to do is we're going to change this to 2. Wait, is 2 already used? Yeah, okay. We're going to change it to 3 because 3 is not being used further down here. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to go I think I need to move this bit in. So that's okay. So we just put else if it's 3. It's not going to be in a very good order. Put that else back in because this is the next bit. So we're checking here. This is not my script. This is quite messy in my opinion, but it's fine. So you've got this one here is what we're working with. So you've got if activated is 0, then it will check for the key. So basically, as soon as it spawns, it needs to check if you actually need a key or not. So what I've done is I've changed this to a set activated 3, which is like a state basically. So this is like one state, this is another state, this is another state. So basically, you've got checking for a key, checking to open the door, checking to close the door, and we're just adding in another state here, which is just literally going to say if we have a certain amount of points. So if points, this is the value we use in this script here. So we're copying that over again. Or we're using that here as well. So you can put a straight value in here or whatever you need. I'm just going to put 100 for now. And then I'm going to do let's do this. Let's just put a prompt in. And we should put in a distance check so that, nope, that's not what I want. That's the one I want. So if we go near the door, then we're going to show a prompt. So as we need 100 points, we're going to do this. Put it in brackets because it's a number and not a variable. We're going to use points here. Okay, so basically, as I need 100 points, then we're going to take away points. So how many points the player actually currently has. It might even be better to move that, but we'll keep it like that for now. So if you're within range, it's just going to tell you how many points you need to unlock the door, and then if your points are greater than or equal to the required amount, then we're going to go and actually be able to press E to open the door. Oops. And then rather than open the door now, we're just going to go set activated. E is now 1. Okay. Oh, it's door pressed. Okay, that's why. So basically the same as what we've done before. Got to check the distance. Of course, this could be improved to include angle and stuff, just like the other scripts. But there is nothing like that in the default, and I don't want to be getting this too complicated right now. But we'll do that in a future update. I'll show you how to add in things like angle and whether you can actually include raycast and stuff. But yeah, so we're going to check if you're near the door. We're going to share a prompt, and then we're going to check for E. There won't be any prompt to press E yet. You can add that in a minute, but we'll just run this. Okay, I didn't add in the correct end. That's fine. Oh yeah, got to end that. So that's why having indentation is so important. So you can just easily look and say, right, this hasn't got an end here, or if you're missing this one, say that one wasn't there. You can see, you can look straight down and go, oh, you can see it's missing right there. So you just add it in. Whereas if it's all in like a flat line, if I do this, you can see it becomes much harder to tell that that top end is missing. So it's a good thing to get into the habit of just remembering to indent your code, especially when your scripts start to get really long. Okay, so if I go to the door, it says I need 100 points to unlock the door, and if I press E, nothing happens. And I can try and shoot that guy. It says I need minus 400 points to unlock the door now. So I press E, and then again, it opens the door. But I've still got 500 points. So while it's working, we need to do a few more things just to improve it. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove this. We're going to put another variable in here. I'm just going to call it unlock points. I'll put a thing in there so you can see it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put it in straight here. So it's going to be exactly the same right now, but what we can do now is we can do an extra check so that if it goes below 0, it will just say 0. So now it will say you need 0, or I should put more in here, I suppose. So now it says you need however many more points to unlock the door. And then what we're going to do is we're going to change this I'm going to add in an equals there so that we can put in an extra prompt. Oops. Okay, so now if I have less than 100, if I need any points at all to unlock the door, if I have less than 100 total points on me, because this is the 100 here, then it will give me how many points I need to unlock the door, and if I get more than 100 points it will just ask me whether I want to open the door. Okay, and then we're also going to want to say, if you open the door, we're going to want to do an extra little check here, or extra little bit of code here, just to remove those 100 points. So we're actually spending the points now to open the door. Okay, so if I walk out the door, it says I need 100 more points. If I pick up this barrel, it says I need 75 more points. Unfortunately, my points thing has disappeared now because I picked up the barrel. So you can't actually see how many I have, but it says now rather than telling me how many points I need, it says spend 100 points to unlock the door. Press E and then I press E again to open it. And now we can open and close the door just fine, and I won't have to spend any more points. It will just open and close all the time now, which is what we want. Well, hopefully that's what we want. I mean, you might want to spend 100 points to open the door every single time, I guess, but that's not what we're doing right now. Okay, so another thing that you might want to do is, rather than have to press E twice to like spend the points and then open it, we might want it to open straight away. So what we could do is we could remove this bit right here, and that should just mean the door opens straight away on one press of E rather than having to press it again. So I'm just going to kill this guy real quick. There we go. So just press E once now and it opens the door as soon as you spend those points. But you can see the points have gone down to 400. And as I said before, it doesn't cost any more to keep opening the door. Okay, so you can do a very similar thing to this, because say, I mean, obviously you might not want it to be points, you might want it to be kills. So, whoops, wrong one. You could do here, just do points equals points plus 1, or you could rename it to kills equals kills plus 1, etc. For every person you kill, this will go up 1. And then in here, you could do if kills is greater than however many, and then exactly the same thing, and then it would just open the door. Obviously, you probably want to get rid of this part so that you don't take away how many kills you've got during the game, but that's how you could set up to say you wanted a door just to have like a check for having killed 10 enemies. It's the same thing, you just put in this little bit of code here to say kills equals kills plus 1, because obviously one soldier is 1 extra kill, and then just do, instead of if points is greater than equals to 100, just put if kills is greater than equal to 10, and then it's just that little bit again. And you can copy over this bit as well if you want to tell you how many points you need. Just remember you have to change this to 100 all the time. So what we could also do is put in like another variable right here, so we could do like that, and then right everywhere we see this 100 we can do that. So rather than having to put in 100, each time we can just do this, and then we can easily change one value. So say I now wanted to change, rather than needing 100 points, I want to need 1,000 points. Rather than going back and changing every single 100, I can just change one value here and it'll change as needed. The only thing you have to do is remember to put in the extra little dots to make it a variable like so. And that's it. Yeah, that is how you unlock a door using points. And I've called this one a local. I mean, you could use this as a local as well. I didn't because it was just easier, less confusing for you, but basically we're not going to be calling these in any other scripts, so that's how you define them to only be used in this one script. Do I want to comment this? I think we're alright. So yeah, just remember we've also changed these. There are, as I say, there are other ways to do it. You could have done a whole different state and stuff, but that's essentially what we did.